Do you want to overcome social anxiety? If so, watch this video. I'm going to share one powerful mental hack that you can use to get yourself to leap, to take that action, to go for what you want, right? Because isn't that the hallmark of social anxiety is I'm not enough, they're not going to like me, and then you hesitate, right? You don't go talk to that person, you don't speak up, you don't say what you really want to say, you don't boldly be yourself. And this is something I understand deeply because I lived in it. I'm Dr. Aziz, and I struggled with social anxiety for 15 years and niceness and people pleasing and was just not myself. And then there was something that shifted for me that allowed me to start to break through that at a higher rate than ever before. Because here's the thing, you probably watch my channel, you might already know some of the basics. You know that on some level to overcome social anxiety, it's like a form of fitness, right? You can't just avoid and not interact with people and then somehow get really confident and comfortable talking to people or speaking up in groups or doing public talks or something, right? You have to practice it. You know it's about leaning in. You know it's about going outside of your comfort zone again and again and again. And yet, if you're experiencing a lot of social anxiety and it's not changing for you, what's happening there? Well, that's what I want to address in this short little video. It's going to give you a little hack to jumpstart things. And here's what it is. Right now, you're perceiving the pain in a certain lens. And if you change the way you perceive the pain, it'll change your ability to take action. So right now you imagine speaking up. Think of something you'd do if you were bold and confident. Would you speak up at work? Would you share your ideas? Would you go ask someone out on a date? Whatever it is, right? So take that thing and imagine going and doing it. And there's probably some anxiety right there, some hesitancy, like, ugh, right? And that's this much pain. Maybe they're going to reject me. Maybe I'm going to be a fool. I'm going to be humiliated, right? Okay. And you look at that pain. Now, you look at that and you say, I don't want to go into that. No, thank you. I'm going to stay here where it's comfortable and it's safe. Okay, but what you're not seeing is behind this sucker, a little ways down the road, is a pain that is actually this big. Look, my hand's going to keep going off screen. It's up to the ceiling. What is that pain? That's the pain of regret. I'm not talking about the regret you feel the moment after. Oh, I should have talked to that person. Oh, I didn't do it. No, that pain is actually less than the pain you imagine of doing the thing, which is why you keep not doing the thing that you want to do. I'm talking about the pain of regret you're going to feel 10 years later, 20 years later, on your deathbed. Because it's those little ones that accumulate day after day, week after week. It's not that bad to not talk to that person today. It's not that bad to miss that opportunity today. It's like, oh, it's not great, but it's whatever. And then it accumulates, it compounds, right? It's almost like smoking cigarettes or an unhealthy lifestyle, right? It just builds and builds and builds and builds and then boom. And here's the thing, and this might disturb you, but sometimes we need to get disturbed to break out of the old habits and just take new action. Because the good news is you can change this. You can change this radically and more than you ever thought possible. And I've done this with people, like thousands of people through online courses and books and trainings and everything. It's absolutely possible. You just got to be willing to show up. And hopefully this video is going to jolt you. Because here's the thing, that regret that you feel, that's so much pain, by the time you're, close to your death, there's not much you can do about it. And that is sort of a stark truth of life. Like someone's lifestyle. Let's say someone eats really unhealthy. They start having damage. They have a heart attack. They get a bypass surgery, right? And now they're like 71 years old. And no matter how much they change their diet and lifestyle, which they probably might not at this point, but even if they do, their body is already really compromised. It's already shortened their lifespan. There's nothing they can do about it. They've done too much damage to the system, right? So if they made different choices when they were 30 or when they were 40, it would have a different experience when they were 70. Now, I'm not saying their life is over, but it's limited now, right? You having that regret on your deathbed, it's pretty limited what you're going to, you might have finally I'm going to have a heart to heart with my kid or whatever right before I die. And that's something, but I know more is possible and you know more is possible. And I know that you want more than that, right? So you must look at that long-term effect and say, okay, there's this much pain to imagine, that person disliking me when I say what I really think or share myself openly. But how does that compare to the pain I'm going to feel 43 years from now? Give or take, because we never know, when I'm on my deathbed. To say I didn't live the life that I really wanted. I was held back and I lived in fear and I was trying to safely get through my life and I realized all I did is safely get to my own grave and there's no way out other than death anyway. So maybe I should live now. And then from that place, you can take a bold action. From that place, you take the leap. From that place, you do what you're here to do, which is not to hide in safety until you die. And if you want support in that, you want guidance in that, go to my website, draziz.com, draziz.com. You can find out about courses there, including Confidence University. You can come to one of my virtual events. You can get coaching with me or someone on my team. Like, there are solutions out there. And just waiting and hoping it's going to change is not a solution. So if you're ready, you want to take some action, go find my other resources. Make sure you watch the more videos on this channel, and also share down below in the comments. What are you inspired to do? What is this video, agitating in you that's going to make a change for you, so we can support each other and all grow together. And until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome.